For 20 years, Brother Geoffrey had never spoken a word. Not a single whisper, not even a cough, louder than necessary. He was a monk of the strictest order, one that demanded absolute silence as a show of devotion. He had taken his vow as a young man, and for 2 decades he had lived in quiet obedience, praying, writing, and doing whatever monks do when they're not talking. But then, there was Brother Raymond. Brother Raymond was insufferable. He chewed too loudly during meals, always managed to take extra bread, and worst of all, he snored like a warhorse fighting for its life. The monks' dormitory sounded like a battlefield every night, with Brother Raymond leading the charge. Geoffrey endured. He was a man of patience, a man of faith. But then came the cheese incident. One evening, after a long day of copying manuscripts, Geoffrey sat down to enjoy the simple pleasure of his meal. A small loaf of bread, a bowl of thin soup, and a tiny piece of cheese. A rare treat. Geoffrey had been looking forward to that cheese all day. He reached for it, and right before his eyes, Brother Raymond snatched it off his plate and stuffed it into his mouth. The silence was shattered. Geoffrey slammed his hands on the table, stood up, and in front of the entire monastery bellowed, "You absolute gluttonous swine! That was my cheese, you thieving, snoring, bread-hoarding disgrace of a monk!" The room fell into stunned silence. Every single monk turned to stare. Even the abbot dropped his spoon in shock. And then, Geoffrey sat back down, cleared his throat, and resumed his vow of silence as if nothing had happened. The abbot had no idea what to do. Technically, Geoffrey had broken his vow, but considering the circumstances, was it justified? Could they really punish a man for finally reaching his breaking point over stolen cheese? In the end, the monastery decided to let it go. Brother Raymond, thoroughly humiliated, never stole anyone's food again. And Brother Geoffrey? He went another 20 years without speaking, because sometimes the right words at the right time are worth 2 decades of silence.